Good evening, everyone. It really seems unreal that 4 years ago we were still trying our hardest to keep the choral department going amidst COVID. There were a wonderful bunch of young freshmen that loved to sing, loved to dance, loved the theater. They have so much energy, it never stops. And tonight, let's be respectful. Let's recognize these seniors. They have worked so hard the past 4 years. We have underclassmen that look up to them so much with their leadership, with their musical ability. And I have two fine examples right here that are going to lead tonight's senior night, Jada Vu and Javi.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Senior Night and Showtime. After our seniors recognize, any family members are welcome to come over and go over to the Arc of Balloons on stage left to take a picture with them. If not, after the senior's speech, the senior and their family are more than welcome to come up on stage and take the picture after the concert is over. Let's get Senior Night begin. Our first senior tonight is Alex Littlejohn, and Mason Gordon will be speaking for him.
Hello, everyone. Hello, my name is Mason, and I will be speaking for Alex. Alex will be going to the University of Akron, and here is my message to him. Thank you for being you. You were one of my first friends when I joined Cantorum freshman year. Thank you for showing me and everyone kindness. You are a comic relief, making everyone laugh in the best ways possible. I love the happiness and smile you keep with you any way possible, and promise me through college that you will keep that smile and happiness. I love you, bro.
Our next senior tonight will be Ellen McComb, and Kellen Smith will be speaking for her.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kellen, and the senior I'm representing today is Ellen. Ellen has previously participated in lacrosse, taken all 3 theater classes at Strongsville, and participated in various plays and musicals throughout her high school years. Ellen is currently an active member of Strongsville's show choir, the Mustang Express, theater club, where she was casted as one of the main leads of this year's musical, and Strongsville's honors choir, Cantorum, where she is one of the co-presidents. Ellen plans to go to BW University as a theater and directing major. Well, although Ellen might not know what 1 times 2 is very well, Ellen is a very hardworking and sweet person and has a bright future ahead of her.
Ooh. All right, our next senior is Caden McGurl, and Hudson Miller will be speaking for him.
Caden is constantly involved in many activities and groups, such as show choir, Cantorum as a section leader, the theater's musicals and plays, where he's most recently played Amos Hart, and finally founder and president of Acafellas. There are a plethora of other things he is a part of that we don't have time for, but for whatever he's in, he is always great to have because of his work ethic and commitment. What I find most inspiring about him, however, is the fact that he is always there for people as a friend. There have been many times where I've confided in him looking for his input, and he has not lost my trust. Caden will be going to Case Western University and be studying engineering. I know wherever he goes, he will be more than fine, and I can't wait to see where he goes.
All right. Our next senior tonight will be Summerlin Polk, and I'm honored to say that I will be speaking for her. Summerlin is going to be attending University of Toledo with a major in children education and a minor in African studies. I'm so glad Summer asked me to do her senior speech this year. She is such a bright and amazing person, and I'm glad to say that she's someone anyone can turn to for anything with no judgments. She's helped me so much mentally, and as corny as this sounds, I really don't know what I would do without an amazing and supportive friend as you, Summerlin Paul. I'm insanely proud of everything you've accomplished, and I wish you nothing but love, joy, and happiness these last few days of high school. Thank you for everything again, and I love you so much. Sorry about that, guys. Whew. Okay. Our next seniors tonight will be Ava Strebolo, and MJ Gallahan will be speaking for her.
Hi, my name is MJ Gillahan, and I am honored to speak on behalf of Ava Strebolo. She has been a part of Cantorum for the past 3 years and show choir for the past 4 years. She has so much dedication and is always happy and energetic, bringing life to the groups, and I guess she is decently funny. She really wanted me to say she was funny. But throughout this year, from burning ourselves with glue making costume pieces to making ideas for the soon-to-come dance-off, it was all pretty fun, and I am excited to see what path she continues to make at Bowling Green while majoring in marketing and minoring in dance.
Our next senior tonight will be Julia Swiggett and will be announced by Rayan Muhammad.
Hi, I'm Rayanne. I know time is short, so I'll keep it brief. I'm honored to speak today about the talented and wonderful Julia Swiggett. For 4 years, she has been a shining star in our choral department, and she has made her mark as co-president of show choir. Julia's friendship and support has meant the world to me, and I am so sad to see her go. But I have no doubt that she will continue to achieve great things as she's committed to the University of Toledo. If we had more time, I could fill this entire scroll with Julia's remarkable qualities, accomplishments, and cherished memories. Wishing you nothing but the best, Julia.
All right. Our next senior will be Caleb Webb, and Sydney Range will be speaking for her.
Hi, my name is Sydney Range. Ember Webb is one of the most selfless and kind souls I've ever met. She's also my best friend. I'm extremely proud of all she's accomplished and overcome in high school. She was an active member of the theater department and choir department for all 4 years of high school. I don't think I'll ever get over talking about her in the past tense because she's always been there for me. It'll get some getting used to. Ember is going to Wright State University for psychology and hopes to become a therapist. Ember, I will miss you so much, and I will continue to miss you so much. You've never seen me, but it'll be so incredibly hard not to see you every day. You are so loved and appreciated. Please never forget that.
Our next senior will be Lexi Whedon, and Alexa Muth will be speaking for her.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexa Muth and this is Lexi Whedon. Lexi has been in various choirs since elementary school, including show choir, select choir, cantorum, and she's been in various plays and musicals, over 10 if I do remember correctly. And she has joined the music theory class her senior year. Lexi has accomplished so much at Strongsville and will now be attending Cleveland State University to major in dentistry. Lexi, thank you for the countless memories and for being one of my best friends. I know you're going to do great things in the future, and I can't wait to watch you achieve them. I love you so much.
All right. Our next senior tonight will be Uriah Williams, and Javi Vallejo will be speaking for him.
Hi, my name is Javi Vallejo, and I will be honored to be speaking for Uriah Williams tonight. Uriah is a wonderful student who has inspired many others to follow in his footsteps. Sadly, he will be leaving us shortly, but it also means he gets to continue his journey throughout life and become greater than he is now. Throughout his high school career, he has become a leader in many ways. He was dance captain for show choir, co-pres for the theater club, and he played lead roles in almost every play and musical he was a part of. He is kind, caring, strong, humorous, and he brings joy to everyone around him. It has been a great pleasure to make so many amazing memories with the best big anyone could ever ask for. Thank you for everything, Uriah.
You okay? Yeah, Uriah! All right, our next senior tonight will be Drew Bianco, and Noah Seymour will be speaking for him.
Hi, my name is Noah Seymour. I'm speaking for Drew Bianco. Drew Bianco is a graduating senior going to Ohio University for music production and media arts. He has been in cantorum for 2 years and plays the guitar and has been a tennis player for 3 years. And he produces music under the name Raka. Drew has been a big influence to my production career personally in my music making, and I'm going to really miss him with him graduating, and I just want to say thank you for everything you've taught me with music and everything, really, man. It means everything to me.
All right, our next senior tonight will be Ryan Dawood, and Kylie Breslin will be speaking for her.
Hi, I'm Carly Breslin, and the senior I will be speaking tonight for is Randa Wood. Randa is a shining member of concert choir. She has a voice like I've never heard before and talent that leaves me speechless. Randa not only has an incredible voice, but her humor and amazing personality makes her choir so much fun. She will be attending community college for 2 years and then is planning on transferring to Miami University to study stenography. Thank you for all the smiles, Rand. Good luck. We will miss you.
All right, our next senior tonight will be Jamil Halabi and will be announced by Octavian Shalou. Wait, that's my bad. Amelia Reagan.
I guess I'm Octavian now. So I'm Amelia, and I'm going to be speaking for Jamil. Jamil will be attending the Baldwin Wallace University to double major in oboe performance and music education. Okay. He is in wind ensemble, symphony, cantorum, and jazz band. He has performed in many different outside ensembles as well. My favorite memory of Jamil is when all of us were over at Abby's house and we had a water balloon fight. which, as one does. I know I can always go to him whenever I need to rationalize things or have a laugh. I'm so proud of him and all of his accomplishments. I know he's going to do so well, and I can't wait to see all of his successes.
Our next senior tonight will be Jack Ingram, and Sky and I will be pronouncing him.
Hi, I'm Sky, and I will be speaking for Jack tonight. Jack has been a member of Cantorum for 3 years and has performed at states for all 3. He was a varsity swimmer and tennis player all 4 years of high school. Jack will be attending Ohio University in the fall, where he will major in music production and recording industry. May your future be filled with success, happiness, and endless opportunities. Everyone give it up for the GOAT.
I have one special senior I'd like to recognize at this time. Ethan Kiggins was a wonderful, valued member of our Mustang Express and went to Polaris. Ethan will be serving with the Army National Guard after graduation. We commend him for his dedication and commitment to our country. Ethan, if you can stand and be recognized at this time.
Our next senior tonight will be Sophia Lang, and Stephanie Speck will be speaking for her.
That's a great picture of me. Oh, you look great, guys. Don't you think I look great?
Hi, my name is Stephanie Speck, and this is the beautiful Sophia Lang. Sophia likes history and listening to 70s music. Her favorite flavor combination is red raspberry and chocolate. She will be attending Baldwin Wallace in the fall to study public history and pre-law. I met Sophia, last year during marching band when she was in the color guard, and I was like, shoot, if Sophia's doing it, I should do it too. And then I joined the next year, and she had quit, and it made me the saddest person on earth. But you know what she didn't quit? Choir. She did a year of concert choir, and then she did 3 years of cantorum, and honestly, it's a pretty big achievement. Here's her favorite knock-knock joke. Knock-knock. She doesn't know any knock-knock jokes. That's it. Love you.
All right, our next senior tonight will be Abigail Maher, and Amelia Reagan will be speaking for her.
This is the beautiful and talented Abby Maher. Abby will be attending the University of Cincinnati to double major in clarinet performance and music education. I often joke that I want to be Abby when I grow up, and it was funny. One time we wore the exact same outfit and no one could tell us apart. If that doesn't describe our relationship, I don't know what does. Besides doing all of her outside groups, she's one of the best people I know. She wants to see everyone succeed, and she is so kind and humble about all of her accomplishments. I am so honored to call her my friend, and I don't think I would be where I am without her pushing me both in and out of our music. I can't wait to see what she's going to do. I'm going to miss her so much. I love you, Abby.
Our next senior tonight will be Fritz Miko and will be announced by Noah Seamer.
My My name is Noah Seymour, and I will be speaking for Fritz Micko. Fritz has been a Cantorum member since his sophomore year. He is graduating as valedictorian and class president, while also being a member of numerous other clubs. Fritz will be attending the University of Notre Dame this fall to study biology. Fritz has been a huge influence to me personally. He's one of the smartest people I know, especially with him graduating as valedictorian. That's probably one of the most impressive things I could ever accomplish. But Fritz, you're very talented. I hope you do impressive things in the future.
Our next senior tonight will be Jose Sanchez and announced by Octavian Shalou.
Hi, my name is Octavian Shalou, and I have the honor to present Jose Sanchez. Jose, over his 4 years, has been in numerous amounts of bands. I will acknowledge the very few that are, very proud to be in. Jose is a very recognized person. He is some of the top mention of the bands that he's been in are the Strongsville Honors Wind Ensemble, Cleveland Youth Wind Symphony, Strongsville Symphony Orchestra, and he has played in many award-winning bands such as a sextet and a quartet. Jose has been an amazing friend and an amazing student singer as well. He came into Cantorum this year and just brought so much talent and love to the Cantorum, and he has been nothing but a great friend, and I hope he continues to give that to everyone else in Baldwin-Wallace University, where he will be studying instrumental performance. Thank you.
Our next senior tonight will be Cheyenne Stelma and announced by her friend Luca.
Hello, I'm Luca, and I'll be speaking for Cheyenne. Throughout high school, Cheyenne has had a passion for singing. She has sung her way through many choirs, such as concert choir, treble choir, in addition to Cantorum and All or Nothing. Although I'm not in any choirs, I was honored when Cheyenne asked me to speak for her because she has been one of my closest friends that I've had this year, and someone I've always felt comfortable sharing my life with. I will forever be grateful for all the laughs we've shared together and the advice you have given me. As for the future, Cheyenne plans to attend either CSU or John Carroll and is majoring in education. I know that Cheyenne will do great things as she moves on to her next steps in life and will one day become a great teacher.
Our next senior tonight will be Riley Stevens, and Ava Stewart will be speaking for her.
Okay, here we go. Tonight, I have the incredible honor of speaking for my friend Riley Stevens. Riley is so many wonderful things, and she has so many talents that explaining them all would take all night. I only have 20 seconds, so I'm going to tell you all the things that Riley isn't. It's a much shorter list, I promise. Riley is never mean. In fact, she's one of the most bubbly people I've ever met. She's never boring, not at all. There's truly never a boring moment when I'm with her. She's never uninterested. Everything she does is done with total passion and dedication, and the best of all is that since she's going to Baldwin-Wallace, she will never be too far away from me. I can't believe you'll be gone so soon. It seems like just yesterday we were cackling on the bus together on the way to contest. I love you more than words will allow, and my only ask, on top of all the wonderful things that you are pursuing, is that you come back to see me now and then. I love you.
Our next senior tonight will be Sai Valela and announced by Danny Batros.
Hi, my name is Danny, and I'm very honored and proud to be announcing for Sai Valala. I don't think that's Sai Valala. There we go. Sai is very excited to be graduating. Sai is one of the 2 co-presidents of the Strongsville High School's Honors Chorale, Cantorum. He plans on going to Akron University to pursue computer engineering. Sai, thank you for being my tenor role model, and good luck on your future.
With after all of the choir kids that are seniors, we also wanted to recognize the show choir band seniors. So our first one would be Lucy Maseko, and Leah will be speaking for her.
So I just found out I was speaking for this, but this is really easy because she's one of my best friends, and I could go on and on for hours. Lucy Maseko has been part of the show choir band for about 2 years, part of our award-winning orchestra and symphony orchestra at Strongsville, our jazz ensemble through Brian King, and also participating in solo ensemble contests. She is one of the most outstanding players, balancing that on top of being part of many outside clubs, part of the National Honor Society. She's one of the most hardworking, dedicated persons I could be part of, and her influence is shown through all the other students who are looking up to her, whether that be Robert, Pickles, and me, really showing that influence to the students here at Strongsville High School. I just want to say we are so proud of you, Lucy, and I hope you will accomplish many more at Kent State University for psychology, and we're really, really going to miss you, Lucy. Thank you.
There are other band members we'd like to recognize, like Lucas Nelson, that did percussion for us this year. There's Daniel Kastner, who did our trombone. And other members that weren't on the slideshow were Grace Stewart, who played flute, Josh Hawk, who did the trumpet, and Blake Niederhausen, who did the trombone. Congratulations to our talented and amazing graduating seniors. In a second, we will hand it over to Jack, Sai, and Drew Bianco.
My regrets look just like texts I shouldn't send. And I got neighbors that more like strangers, we could be friends. I just need a way out of my head. I'll do anything for a way out of my head. In my own way, this feel like living some alternate reality. And I was drowning, but now I'm swimming through stressful waters to relief. Yeah, and all the things I do to spend a little time with you. And what I won't tell you, I'll probably never even tell myself. Don't you know that sunshine don't feel right when you're inside all day? I wish it was bright out, but it looked like the rain. Gray skies are drifting, not living forever. They told me it only gets better. My regrets look just like texts I shouldn't send. And I got neighbors that more like strangers, we could be friends. I just need a way my head. I'll do anything for a way out of my head. Thank you.
Hello? Okay. Howdy, y'all.
My name is Julia Swiggett.
And I'm Hudson Miller, and we're the co-presidents of the Mustang Express.
The Mustang Express is an award-winning show choir comprised of 30 singers and dancers and 18 instrumentalists, and we're directed by Ms. Vicky Ecker and choreographed by Ms. Kelly Rose and Aubrey Coates.
We traveled to different competitions and show choir festivals to perform. This year we placed in finals twice, and at one of our competitions we got grand champs.
Also, we're doing our annual Kids Camp this summer. It will be from July 29th to August 1st from 9 to noon each day. It's for anyone in 1st through 8th grade.
For more information after the whole concert, we will be. Oh, never mind about that part. Okay. Sorry. We would also like to thank the parents of the choirs who have helped out, not only our show choir, but with all the choirs. Your help through going to our events to support us, helping us behind the scenes, and helping to create new opportunities for fundraisers has been absolutely amazing. We want to thank all of you for what you've done, and of course, every single one of you for coming to support us at our show.
Now, for the last time, this year's show choir theme is Wild Wild West. We will take you through the Old West with hold-outs, and showdowns.
We can promise them with the wildest show in the wilderness.
Without further ado, here comes the Mustang Express.
thing you call love, I confess. You've been messing where you shouldn't have been messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing. And you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You've been a saint when you ought to be a changing. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing. You keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just bought me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows, you ain't got time to learn.
The devil went down to Georgia and he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind 'cause he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young gal song on a fiddle and playing it hot, the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Girl, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, girl, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you." The girl said, "My name's Jenny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best there's ever been." The devil opened up his case and he said, "I'll start this show." And fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. When he pulled the bow across the strings, it made an E-bow, yes! And a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. But sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. The devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. And he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Jenny's feet. Jenny said, "Devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best there's ever been." She played.
Hi, I'm Carly Breslin. This is Concert Choir, and so I'll be singing Summer Nights, Famous by Grace.
Summer loving, hand me a glass. Summer loving, have me so fast. Met a girl crazy for me. Met a boy dear for me. Summer days drifting away too long. Oh, summer nights. Tell me more, did you get very far?
I told her we'd still be friends. Then we made our true love vow. Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams drift at the seas, but of those summer nights will be more coming home.
Hi, my name is Sydney Raines.
And I'm Marissa Garrison. And we are All or Nothing.
All or Nothing is an all-female select a cappella group.
Our song for you tonight is California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas.
Their soloist is Ruby Secco. We hope you enjoy.
I passed along the way. Oh, I got down on my knees and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher likes a cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming.
Hello? Hi, my name is Katie McGrail, and I'm the proud president and founder of these fellas, the Acapellas. This is SHS's all-male a cappella group who meets after school weekly to practice and tightly performing One Direction's What Makes You Beautiful. And so we're in the last performance with this group, and thank you. Hope you enjoy. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're insecure, don't know what for. When you you're being shy. In a way that you are tonight. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, oh, you don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I can see, you'll understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know, oh, you don't know you're beautiful, oh, that's what makes you beautiful. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, oh, you don't know you're beautiful. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, oh, you don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I can see, you'll understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know, oh, you don't know you're beautiful, oh, that's what makes you beautiful.
thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Those of you that know me know I like to really work hard, and I also like to have fun. So thank you for enjoying and really enjoying these wonderful students. We're going to start our second half here with our normal choirs, all right? And before we start with Women's Chorale, Mr. Caden McGreal.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. But I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Oh, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronco buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. And he was singing, bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Everybody! Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.
Hi, I'm Riley Stevens.
And I'm Ava Stewart.
And we are the co-presidents of Women's Chorale. Tonight we will be singing Romance by Claude Debussy and Nature Smiles by Alan Kepke.
We hope you enjoy. Thank you. And tonight we will also be accompanied by by Chris Fleur on the piano.
Hello. Thank you, everybody, for your very, very generous donations to the Boys versus Girls Dance Battle. Give it up to the boys and girls because these were really good performances, really amazing performances. Before I announce the winner, though, we do have a QR code in the back for next year's choral boosters. If anyone would like to sign up, we're taking sign-ups today. We also have a general booster meeting on May 22nd at 7 p.m. if any parents would like to attend to get an idea of next year's schedule, tentative schedule, and what's coming up. We'd be happy to communicate it via email, but if you want to attend, we're happy to have you. So it'll be in the choir room on May 22nd at 7 p.m. What else was I supposed to announce? No, there was something else and I can't remember. We told Jamie to remember, but then he's not up here. Oh, the hanging baskets. Thank you, Todd. If you purchased one of these beautiful begonia baskets,
There is a label on the back of them. However, I do see about 5 of the labels that fell off, but your name is on them. So if you did purchase a basket, you can't remember what color you bought, there's a sticker on the back of each of the baskets that'll tell you whose basket it belongs to. Pick it up and take it home and give it to your mom for Mother's Day. All right. Thank you also to the janitors. Right, because we've been here last week and this week, and they've actually helped us set up, and they've helped us tear down, and they've helped us clean up, so we want to thank the janitors for everything that they do. And without further ado, so one of the groups raised $578.31. One of the groups raised $704.85. Absolutely amazing, everybody. Thank you again. And the winner is the guys.
Thank you all so much.
Hello. I would like to say that the guys had an undefeated streak until last year. So it feels really good to have the streak back.
The mic is right in front of you. Oh, shit. Okay.
We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life.
And now Ellen McComb and Julia Swiggett.
Check.
I've heard it said that people come into your life for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I day because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you,
because I knew you,
I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you've blamed me for.
but then I guess we know there's blame to share,
and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a bird in the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better.
and because I knew you,
because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
I'm so proud of the growth and what an amazing year it's been. Parents, thank you. I know sometimes when you look at my schedule for the next year, you're like, what is going on? But it all has been, whether it's been district contests, state contests, which many of you might not be aware, we were only one of 12 schools choir-wise in the Northeast Ohio section. And to receive an excellent rating at state contest is wonderful. So this group, they've not only learned perseverance, they've learned sight reading, which at the beginning of the year, they just look at me like, oh man, but it all pays off, and you see how many of them are going on into music and music as a profession. It is so important to me that I give them the gift of being able to read music. So usually at a spring concert, we sing these really easy 1, 4, 5 progressions. They wanted to do Day of Fire and Sun. This isn't even on a AA, it's so difficult. So without further ado, Ellen and Cy, did you want to say something?
Hi, I'm Cy.
And I'm Ellen.
And for the last time, we're the
co-presidents of Cantorum. This was supposed to be a fake cry, but I'm actually crying. Cantorum is Strongsville High School's honors choir, comprised of 27 very talented members.
First off, we'll be performing a song called Day of Fire and Sun, composed by Dominic DiOrio. This song is based off a poem written by Sarah Teasdale.
We hope you enjoy.
Sands where he spoke.
The next song is Invictus. Invictus is a piece written based off of the poem Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Henley wrote, in hospital, a collection of poems describing his spiritual journey through his health struggles. It was there he wrote his most famous work, Invictus. Enjoy.
While they're tuning up, I'd like to dedicate this to the seniors. Never give up. Always believe in yourself. the cool thing was, one of the choreographers that worked with the students, I went up to her and told her what a great job she did. And she said she had worked with and danced with Ariana Grande. Some of you may know two of our former students are dancers with Ariana Grande, Brian Nicholson and Scotty Nicholson. So seniors, that's my challenge to you, that I'm going to be standing here in a couple years talking about how famous you guys are going to be. So the name of this piece is Roar, so let's roar. Thank you, parents. Thank you, choral boosters. Thank you, staff administration. Have a great summer. Bye.
Miss Eicher, I'm sorry to stop you right here. I'm sorry to keep you guys in your seats. But we have one more thing that we wanted to mention super quick. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's past Miss Eicher's bedtime, but I'm sorry. We have one more thing that we wanted to mention. I think as a senior here, if you didn't know, it's a lot of our last showtime, our last choir concert, and it's a little bit emotional. Everyone's a little bit melancholic and everything. But I think, pulling out the vocabulary, but one thing that I really wanted to say thank you to so much is Miss Eicher, who for all of us has been here for 3, 4, even 5 years, kind of being some sense of stability for all of us. You know, music is an important thing for everyone, and we like to see her every single day, and we're thankful for the energy she brings to the class every single day and helps us be the best that we can be. So thank you so much, Miss Eicher. Thank you, everyone.